Yeah, what the fuck, we'll do another video. I got some time today. So, wow, I've given you a lot of information. A lot of firsts, actually. I can't find them in my own sort of spare time. I'll traipse around the internet and see if it even gets mentioned anywhere, and wow, nothing. You know, I got an email, before we start this, I got an email asking why I don't charge for my information, that I could probably clean up with a ton of books and make everyone pay $20, $30 a book. Which there is a company out there that definitely does that now. My response was, no pagan publisher, because they're all, for the most part, Illuminati owned, would ever let me publish a book through them. They don't want that kind of information out there because it's effective and it works. They want you to have a tidbit of occultic knowledge, but they always want you to feel as though there's something missing or something lacking in you that you can't make it work. And so you keep buying another book and another book and another book, and you think it's all in a book. It's really not. It's inside you. I'm just giving you the keys and the symbols to, it's like a roadmap inside your psyche to find those doorways to open up, and then you end up in the astral realm, and then you start dealing with entities outside of your own interpersonal realms that are you, but now you're dealing with something that's outside of you, that has an intelligence, just not necessarily a physical body. I've been asked by a number of somewhat prominent individuals to actually teach their sons and daughters, all of which I said no, because I know where their money came from, and I know where it's going, and I know eventually what groups that these sons and daughters will attach themselves to. And there's no way. So I'm going to give it to you, okay? Because you're not going to find it in a book. All the so-called major occult gurus, I'm going to be honest, really sound like a bunch of fucking idiots. And the ones who truly do know what they're talking about keep this information, and they don't release it unless you are willing to pony up thousands of dollars to do it. I think magic has been in the hands of the wrong people and secret societies for too fucking long. So I'm going to do what's unprecedented. I'm going to give it to you for free. The only thing I require as payment, okay, is that you do practice, apply the information that I give you, and that you fight tooth and nail the Illuminati and the reptilian agenda. That's it. I mean, in that way, we could restore everything, and I could go back and get, you know, a regular 9-to-5 job in a true free market economy and live very comfortably. You know? I mean, that's really the whole point. We live in a fascist dictatorship disguised as a democracy, which is wrong because we're technically really a republic, and we're being told the evils of fascism and being told that it's capitalism or a free market. Total nonsense. So I'm going to give you this information. I gave you the how to connect with Mars. Do it. I've given you a major secret on the Word of God, the fire breathing, the words of fire. Use that. Meditate on it. I've given you a major passage, a rite of prayer that is used to open up the watchtowers, but its true purpose was to align you with the four elements and the prime creator. Okay? I'm telling you about the Faustian Pact because I want as many people out of that. I want to see the Rockefellers, after they die, I don't want them to have enough souls to make payment on all the horrible, awful, hideous things that they have done. Let me tell you, hideous, hideous, hideous things that they have done. I want them to have to pay and I want them to have to collect on the Faustian Pact that they've served, because they get out of the Faustian Pact for the number of souls they can get to go into it. I don't want them to have any souls. I want them chained in service to the dark physical master that controls the earth, okay, or controls and chains physicality. You are, they are making you its slave. I would prefer you wake up and then they have no choice, because there's no wiggling out of that. They had their wiggle room, and it's now leaving. I want the entire Illuminati paying for all their sins. So, the point of this video, since we're talking about becoming a magician, now it's time to reveal to you what part of you is the true magician. That part of you is not... Let me backtrack. Astrology and your natal chart are absolutely vital. Okay? Absolutely vital. Because they will tell you what planetary energies you are born with and on what planetary spheres how you are seen. So let's just say I have Cancer in my Jupiter. Okay? That's how I'm seen. I'm a fourth level in that place as a Cancerian within the planetary realm of Jupiter, and that's really where a lot of my knowledge and my position in this physical world came from. There's other things about it too, but you will find out more about that as you delve into your astrological chart. The one thing I need you to begin to do is learn that you perform magic from your moon sign. Your moon sign is the side of you that controls and performs your magic or your ritualism. You become the magician of your moon sign. Okay? So for me, my sun sign is I'm a cusp. I'm a Taurus Gemini cusp. Okay? I'm disgustingly Taurus in everything. Physicality, personality for the most part, really marred in there with a lot of Gemini aspects. But my moon sign is Scorpio. So my magic, because magic comes from your sexual prowess, okay? It comes from your sexuality, your masculinity, your femininity, and how you express sexually. It's doubled for me because that is what Scorpio represents, and it is also my moon sign. So it's time for you to begin learning everything you can about what your moon sign is. What colors are associated with it, what planet is associated with it, what gemstones are associated with it, what stories are associated with it, what legends, what gods, what deities, what spirits, everything in the realm of your astrological moon sign. Okay, so for me, astrologically, moon sign, Scorpio, planet, Pluto, dark, watery, Pluto, Hecate, Odin, all these things. My real magical magician mindset focuses from that of Scorpio. So, yes, certain magicians, I am one of them, also have regalia that I wear only when I am in the aspect of actually working inside the circle. Okay? Though that regalia is colors that are specifically attributed to my moon sign. They are the gemstones specifically related to my moon sign. My magical name, while Bearheart is a Germanic folk name, that is not my true magical name. That's something you never reveal to anyone outside of your working lodge, and even then under strict circumstances. You also want to accentuate the physical governings of your astrological moon sign. So for Scorpio, it's the genitalia. I don't need a lot of whatever. I don't need to accentuate all that much. But what I'm saying is, I have a friend who has his moon sign is Taurus. So we accentuate his neck and his shoulders. Things that accentuate and give credence to those particular aspects of that astrological sign. You begin to cultivate a magical personality, a personality that you become based on your moon sign when you enter into the circle to perform real magic, to perform conjurings, to perform anything big. I have my usual attire that I'll do when I'm not necessarily really wanting to get into my magical personality because it's heavy. My magical personality is very heavy, and other people have pretty heavy magical personalities too. And it's something it takes a day or two to really come out of. So when I'm doing the heavy stuff, I get into this. But even when I'm not, and I need to shift over to a magical thinking anyways, I find that it's instantly there. So you need to begin to cultivate a personality that you don't put on until you absolutely have to, and when you're done, you take off. The danger of a magical personality, and Aleister Crowley is absolutely proof of this. Aleister Crowley became his magical personality, and you know, outside of also being a pedophile, an egomaniac, a rapist, and a number of other things that he was, he also decided that he was ultimately superior and tried to take on a couple major spirits that really put him in his place really quick, and he died. I mean, done. I mean, thank you, those spirits, for eliminating such a scumbag. But like I said, your magical personality is very, very important. So I'm introducing this idea. If anyone out there needs help with this, let me know, and we'll find out your moon sign for me. We'll talk about the kind of things that you would like to accentuate with your magical personality. I really think it's something you should very much look into. It'll help you cultivate a real sense and presence. The more confidence that you have in being a magician, the more effective you will be. So there's some homework. Look into your moon sign, find out its associations, and then begin to cultivate a name, a personality, and even a look that you would have. If you need help, let me know.